Hello everyone. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here on this box in this completely barren wasteland. Kinda looks like Fallout 76, doesn't it? Well, I'll tell ya. So, I've been working on this new FPS, and I wanted to show you a couple things. So, I've already recorded a video like this for 4, 5 times now, but the quality was off on the videos I did like, and other videos I just didn't like previous one I showed before this. So, what I'm going to tell you real quick is how I did mentally, which works pretty well, and what my idea of the game will be, and how I did some of the animations. So let's start with our last point, the animations. So as you can see, we also have legs, we have our arms, it all matches, our shadow is also there, there's self-shadowing, it all works well like you'd expect. So how did I do this? Well, the legs are actually basically cut off from the rest. The legs just use a really basic walk animation from the animation starter pack, which just looks good enough to me, at least. Doesn't have any weird popping, it just blends really nicely into one another. And then the top from Spino 1 is controlled by your gun and by your look rotation. So your look rotation basically uses an IK function. So it manipulates the bone structure of your character to look where you're looking. So what that means basically is that you can have a gun that isn't just to the attached arms, but you actually have the entire character mesh. So what do I want this game to be? I want this to be a less realistic one, like what I've done before in my very popular destructible and recoil little video I did. Yeah, that was pretty cool, but this one will be more like Doom. I don't really play many single player games, but I've completed both Doom and Titanfall 2 3 times now, and I absolutely love those games. Um, so I wanted to be a mix of that, and I wanted to be just uh, very fast paced, but also very creative, very fun and original missions, which aren't really used anymore in the newer games. So let's talk about how I did faulting. So I've already enabled all the triggers, so you can actually see how I check it and what it does. So when you walk up to a ledge, you can fault on there. And basically what you do is you shoot a box from your camera plus 16 units more up to any object. If it hits that object, then the blue one will be there. Just to make sure that nothing is above you. Like here, it hit something, so the purple one doesn't even spawn. But when the blue one is clear, it will spawn a purple one, or more pinkish I guess, which will get a point, which will always be the ledge, and then it will basically just compare your values, so your height, with the height of the ledge, and then it will launch your character up to the height of the ledge, or basically. So that is how I've done it. If you want to know how you can do this yourself. It's fairly easy to implement in, let's say, my uh, Iron Belly FPS spec, or not Iron Belly FPS tutorial, but project. If you want to, you can implement quite easily. If you want the tutorial, please let me know. Alright, so it also works after jumping, or if you, for instance, fall off, you can just grapple back on. So it just adds more, well, smoothness, and it makes the movement feel more smooth. And that's basically what I've been working on. And on the side dodge, which you can keep on doing, and has a really nice sound effect I've been working on. So you can jump and use it in the air as well, making it real quick to get around the arena. Let's say, for instance, jump here, dash there, or jump here, dash there, grapple on there. I can also make some cool platforming with that. So oh, something like that. I think that could be cool. But thanks for watching. As I've said, if you want a tutorial on the grappling system and how to implement it in the Iron Belly FPS tutorial series, let me know. I have a couple of exams coming up, so I won't be doing any uploads for a while now. So don't expect to hear from me in coming month, maybe 2 months. But after that, I will have more time for tutorials as well, because school's over. Yay. It's just back to work. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all around.